cooking at home with Jerome's Appliance Gallery. Welcome to the Fulgur Milano kitchen at Jerome's. Let's create a great meal together.
Hi, I'm Chef Erica, and today we're gonna cook minestrone soup. This soup is amazing for cold summer days. It's simple to do, very easy, you will love it. We're gonna start our recipe cutting our veggies. So the first veggie that I'm gonna cut is carrots. When you cut carrots, I notice a lot of people, they're always trying to, fighting with the carrot. So it's nice when you make a cut so you can have a base. So now you're not rolling your carrot. So you make 2-3 slices, and then we're gonna cut our dice. Always keep in mind that when you do the motion of your knife, it will be easier to cut. Use all the blade of your knife. So people tend to do like this, so it's difficult, but when you use all your blade, look how easy it is. Okay? So we will put all our veggies in one plate, and I will cut some of the celery. We'll make nice cuts longwise, and then we just slide to make small dice. We'll cut half of our onion, and then we peel the first layer. In here, what is important is to keep one of the ends of our onion, right? So it keeps all together, so it's easy for you to make your dice. And then I will have a tip for you. So we cut like this, right? And then you're just gonna make 1, 2, 3 cuts, and then look how easy it is to have your dice. See? And we have our onions, right? So we're gonna cut our green beans. For the green beans, always try to keep it all together and try to make a uniform cut. Use all your blade so you have a nice dice. Try to make it the same size, always. So we're gonna start cooking our soup. The first thing is boiling our water. What I like about Fulgur stove is you can preset the simmering. It's perfect when you do pasta because it keeps the temperature steady. So the first thing is we're gonna add 2 pinches of salt. And I'm just gonna set my simmering. And we're gonna start cooking our veggies. You will use your pan, high heat, and you add a little bit of olive oil. So with Fulgur, you can have a nice and quick high heat in very short time. You see? We're gonna add all our veggies, onions, carrots, and celery. And we're gonna cook this for 6 minutes until your veggies are nice and soft. So now that we have our carrots mixed nice and soft, we're gonna add the green beans. I'm gonna add my pasta to start cooking. And we're gonna add the rest of the ingredients. Our minced garlic, oregano, thyme. You can use fresh thyme if you want. Our chili flakes. And I have my parsley here already cut. and 2 bay leaves. And if you have fresh bay leaves, you're welcome to use them. We'll cook this for another 5 minutes, and we will add the tomato paste. What I find different in my recipe is we don't use diced tomatoes, because I find a lot of picky eaters, they don't like the texture of the diced tomatoes in the soup. So this soup, it will be easier for those that they don't like the tomato consistency. And I find it's easy to prepare. So we're gonna cook our pasta 8 minutes or until get al dente, and we're gonna stir so it doesn't stick each other. After we drain the pasta, we'll put it in a small pot and we will mix all the ingredients together. So our veggies are ready here with the tomato and the spices. We will add our veggie broth. And then last but not least, our white beans. We're gonna let boil this, and then we will rectify our spices. Just gonna add a little bit of black pepper, and we'll see later when we try it if we need to add a little bit more salt. So now that we have all our ingredients in here, we're just gonna leave it to simmer for 8 minutes. Just as a tip, you can add any protein, chicken or some ground beef if you want, just to make it different. Now that the soup is ready, we're gonna plate. Let's add 2 scoops of our delicious soup and some of the broth. Then you can add some Parmesan if you like. Just finishing with a little bit more of parsley, just to make it nice and fresh. So you can have your soup with buns, and when you make a big pot, you can store it individually in the freezer so you can have soup for another day. What I like minestrone soup is a comforting dish. With all the veggies, it makes a very healthy dish, and it's super simple to do.
Thank you for cooking at home with Jerome's Appliance Gallery. See this 48-inch Fulgur Milano induction range in action. Visit our showroom for a live demo. Find trusted brands, recipes, or read Elevated Entertaining, our free digital magazine, at jeromesappliancegalleryinc.ca. At Jerome's, we put the trust back in appliance shopping.